Welcome back to an interesting video. This is the story of the heist that left the world's top investigative agency breathless for 6 years. Not one, not two. The heist was worth $3.5 billion. How the money was hidden in the small container. After the money was recovered, why did the person who had the money refuse to take it? On September 13, 2019, a boy named Zhang made an emergency call to 911. Which was the phone call of his life that was going to get him in big trouble. Zhang lived in a small town called Athens in the U.S. state of Georgia. He called the police to report a burglary at his home. When asked by a police officer, he said $400,000 had been stolen from his home. The police officer was surprised to hear such a loud noise. Additionally, he possessed CCTV footage showing the robber entering the home while hiding his face. Zhang was a graduate of the University of Georgia and was known as a party boy among his friends. At one party, he used to spend $5 million. He used to buy complimentary drinks for everyone in the bar he went to. His money and luxury were the only reasons why the majority of his friends supported him. Jimmy once got some of his friends together and took a private plane to Los Angeles to see a game of his favorite football team. The idea is to draw attention to the fact that Jamie had accumulated a substantial sum of money at a very young age, possibly beyond his means. He contacted Martinelli, a private investigator, when the police were unable to uncover the break-in at his residence. It appeared that one of Jamie's buddies was based on his social circle and way of life. In order to gain a deeper understanding of the case, Martinelli therefore examined Jamie's private life, including his bank account activities and social media accounts. Jimmy's extravagant spending at such a young age worried the private detectives about his source of money as well. Jimmy claimed he was an investor in cryptocurrency and a trader of Bitcoin, a belief that gained traction in light of the rising price of Bitcoin in recent years. Martinelli noticed the individual in the video footage breaking into Jamie's house. He must have known all along that Jimmy wasn't at home and when to act, suggesting that Jimmy's close pal was the culprit. Jimmy was known to the Athens police from when he was arrested for cocaine possession a few years prior. Jimmy and the police have remained friendly ever since, and the Athens police frequently utilize the CCTV camera at Jimmy's house to look into other crimes. However, this time Jimmy gained a lot of attention from the police as a result of the call to 911. Simultaneously, the regional cybercrime unit discovered that Zhang's residence had been a target of theft of $400,000. Who claimed to be a Bitcoin trader. They had a suspicion Jimmy was holding Bitcoins, but where did he get so much money? For the past 7 years, the Silk Road crypto hijacking case has been investigated by the regional cybercrime unit. Nevertheless, they have not produced any results for an extended period of time. Silk Road was an online exchange where everything from drugs to weapon trade was done to take it, and it was transaction in Bitcoin. In 2012, the exchange was hacked, and someone stole a total of 51,680 bitcoins from all traders. But because it was an illegal dark website, no one reported this. After the Silk Road, the owner was apprehended the next year. The FBI shut down the website and took all of the bitcoins. Nevertheless, the 51,680 bitcoins that had already been taken by a hacker remained missing. The FBI believed that Silk Road's owner had moved the funds to another account and was now deceiving us. The default accounts for Bitcoin's transactions are fully visible. Anyone can view these, but only the account owner is not identified. According to the regional cybercrime unit, Zhang had something to do with the Bitcoins that were taken from the Silk Road account. It was necessary to find Jimmy's Bitcoin address. For this work, the Athens police and the regional cybercrime unit together planned to meet with Jimmy. For Jamie, this discussion was routine because the police were looking into Aldi's $400,000 case. Using a body cam, 3 plainclothes officers broke into Jamie's house. He assures Jamie that he's not here to investigate anything other than $400,000. He made an attempt to find out Jimmy's source of income during the talk. Jimmy gave them a tour of his room, where 2 Bitcoin miners were kept. The regional cybercrime hunt team included a blockchain specialist as well. He right away realized that 2 or 4 Bitcoin mining machines could not make as much money as Jimmy spends. Jimmy's Bitcoin address was copied by an officer who had access to his laptop at the same time. Jimmy had other Bitcoin addresses, but that was enough to link him to the Silk Road crypto heist. The arrow of cybercrime hit the target. Naturally, this Bitcoin address had no unique address, but a few years ago, the transaction history of the address matched that of the Silk Road account. It was proved that Jimmy must have a connection with the Silk Road. Now that they suspected Jimmy had 51,000 bitcoins, the officers set out to find them. He contacted Jimmy again and arranged a meeting. Jimmy's face became pale as soon as he learned. Officers began searching his home, banging on a tile to check if Jimmy had made a secret store place. At last, they discovered a little container with a tiny towel inside. When they noticed a piece of towel inside the snack container, they became suspicious and removed it. A small computer chip appeared larger to them. It was a Bitcoin hard wallet with 51,000 Bitcoins still in existence and valued at $3.5 billion in 2021. Jimmy's badly stuck. He lost 51,000 Bitcoins while trying to catch the thief of his $400,000. Jimmy admitted to the police that he used to frequent the Silk Road Exchange to purchase alcohol in order to feed his drug habit. In 2012, Jimmy found a bug in the website when trying to withdraw his Bitcoins. Jimmy began using this loophole to extract Bitcoins from all other website users because he was also well-versed in blockchain technology. The proprietor of Silk Road discovered that he had taken out 51,680 Bitcoins. Bitcoin was worth $600,000 at the time. Unable to call the police, the owner messaged Jimmy in private to find out more about the hole. Jimmy revealed the website's vulnerability in return for forgiveness of the Bitcoins that were taken. The long-standing case was resolved by the Athens police, FBI, and local cybercrime squad. Jimmy Zhang received a sentence of 1 year and 1 day in jail in 2023. Fraud instance. It's thought to be the biggest Bitcoin theft in American history. Jimmy might be free with his Bitcoins today if he hadn't called 911 that day. The original owners of the 51,000 Bitcoins that were taken in the 2012 Silk Road cryptocurrency theft have received a notification from the FBI. The fact that not a single entrepreneur came forward is remarkable because it shows that they were involved in illicit behavior, given the indication that they had an account on Silk Road. Thank you, viewers, for joining us on this fascinating journey through one of the most significant Bitcoin heists in history. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay informed.